Hello everyone, it's Melinda here with CatSmashPuzzles, and today I'm doing the third semi-qualifying puzzle from 2025 World Jigsaw Championship, and that is the Paris Gradient. So in my last video, I did the two semi-qualifying rounds, 1 and 3, Blossom Walk and Cute Cowie Chaos, which I confirmed I would have qualified for finals in those two rounds. So I'm here to determine if I am 3 out of 3. So this is actually the hardest puzzle out of the semi-qualifying rounds because unlike the last two puzzles, like the top 20 were under 40 minutes, the top 20 here were under 51 minutes. So that does tell you that even though there are fast puzzles out there, the type of puzzle does sometimes determine whether it's harder or easier, and that will slow people down even if they memorize the Ravensburger cut. And so, as you can probably tell on the top here, this is going to be rather difficult because it's almost like a solid color, and you'd probably have to shape sort. Again, I'm trying not to look at it too much because I want to recreate as much as I can of the championship. So this is going to be a bit of a harder one to qualify for if you were in this round. Now, I do think this will be at my benefit because I tend to just stay at my speed despite having harder or easier puzzles. I thought this would be the only round I would qualify in. The other two I was a little worried about because they were so easy, but I pushed through them pretty quickly and I would have qualified. So I'm hoping I'll make this 3 out of 3 this time. So the top 20 were under 51 minutes. And in order to qualify this round, there were 178 people participated in it, and you had to be in the top 60 once again. And the cutoff rate was 59 minutes and 39 seconds. So basically, you've got to stay under the hour for this one in order to qualify, which is definitely more in the realm of most 500 pieces. In that hour mark is usually the threshold of whether you're faster at puzzles or not. So this is a good, better one, I would say, to determine who is going to move on to finals. The other two, the times they were just blowing everybody out of the water, I had to really push it. In first place was Katharina at 34 minutes and 39 seconds. So that's pretty quick for what appears to be a harder puzzle. Second place right behind her was Alejandro. So I think the top 3 were the only ones under 40 minutes. 48 people did not finish this puzzle, so this is definitely a harder one than the other two puzzles. So I'm hoping that, maybe I'll land in the same spot. If I do, I'm probably in the 52-minute range is where I think I'll land. So I know I haven't really put my goals out for these puzzles, but my goals for these are obviously to qualify and just place as high as I can. I don't want to put my hour goal, 52-minute piece per go. I'm comparing myself to the top world puzzlers, so I want to be as close as I can to first place as I possibly could go. Now, I'll go into my final goals when I go to Worlds eventually. I'll tell you my final goals when I get to the solo individual final puzzle over here. But wanted to do this puzzle just to make sure it's 3 for 3 and I would have qualified for the finals. So, this is Paris Gradient, again from Ravensburger, 500 pieces. Let's smash it. 4 minutes and 51 seconds. Not quite the goal I was trying to do, and unfortunately that would mean I would not have qualified for the finals in this round. I would have been in 79th place, which is about 19 places further than qualification cutoff, and I don't know. I feel like this puzzle just wasn't it for me. It's a gradient, which is probably kind of not my strength, and as you can see here, good pickup test. It's pretty. I like the puzzle. But yeah, the moment I got to the lighter red stripe here, I started to slow down, and at that point, it had to be I had to figure out solid colors and kind of do the lines as well, and it was just kind of a disaster. I think I hit the pink at about the 40-minute mark, which was honestly too slow for the Eiffel Tower and the bottom and the yellow and red and orange that I should have been able to do quicker. And I just think that I went at it as fast as I could at the beginning, but I think I was tired when I was doing this puzzle. And I'm trying to think of all the excuses that I would have done better if I had just been at the competition. Would I have been faster? Probably. I wouldn't bet against myself there. But the time was very. It was like if I was like maybe 61st place by missing it by a little bit, I would have felt even better. But the fact that I missed it by almost 20 places does tell me that if maybe a gradient pops up in the semi-qualifying rounds, I might actually have a hard time getting into finals. I do think my adrenaline, me being energized in in-person events will help me, and I think I'll probably be able to sneak in. But I do think I need to work on my gradients. I need to probably shape sort a little faster. I also need to probably do it sooner. I did kind of color sort it, but I did just only shape sort the white aspect up here. I was able to distinguish one of the lines on the white section that I think if you were at Worlds, it might have been a very difficult one to notice in the light that they had. I have a ring light here, so I think that helped me able to identify that line. So that might have actually been a detriment in Worlds versus me doing it at home. So 2 out of 3 rounds isn't bad. It's just, as long as I don't land in that wrong round, I'm good. But I'm pretty confident I'll get into the finals. A little bit of less confident with this puzzle, but if I keep practicing, I won't have to worry about it too much. I think me knowing that I do faster in person will kind of keep me on my toes enough to where I don't have an issue going into finals. Now, speaking of finals, we have now arrived at the 4th and final puzzle from the 2025 World's Jigsaw Championship in Valladolid, Spain, and I think this is going to be hard. Try not to look at it too much, because I think this puzzle has some of the issues this puzzle had, plus the random colors. That's my guess. Now, I'll talk more about this puzzle in the next video, but yes, now I will find out how I would have done in the World Individual Jigsaw Championship. As for this Paris gradient puzzle from Ravensburger, we did not smash it this time. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.